Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. What seemed like just ordinary letters turned out to be kind of a slap in the face to two police officers' widows. In the letters, the workers' compensation company wished the fallen officers a, quote, speedy recovery. First tonight, Brandon Todd is in Fort Worth with those insensitive letters. Brandon.
Right, those two former officers, Dwayne Frito and Hank Nava, were killed in the line of duty 9 and 10 years ago, respectively. So why the company that manages the city's benefits didn't know that is leaving two widows and the Police Officers Association confused and insulted.
I just couldn't actually believe it.
Teresa Nava says the grieving process for her husband, Fort Worth officer Hank Nava, who was killed in the line of duty, never ends. So when she got this letter in the mail that was addressed to her husband and then wished him to have a speedy recovery.
Of course, we would all wish he had a speedy recovery, but, 10 years later, that's not going to happen.
The letter was sent by Corvell Corporation, the California-based company that manages the workers' comp claims by city employees. Nava was shot and killed while serving a warrant back in 2005.
Those feelings start coming back and, you do a lot of remembering, and so it just kind of sends a little salt to the wound, I guess.
The letter informed Teresa Nava that her claim would be handled by a new company starting next week, York Risk Management. The widow of Fort Worth officer Dwayne Frito got a similar letter. Frito was killed in the line of duty in 2006 when a drunk driver caused a fiery wreck.
And then the very last sentence is what caught my attention. How do they not know that this is a death claim versus one of their injury claims?
The city's problems with Corvell came to a head in February when a company representative came to the hospital and visited Officer Shane Drake, who was shot and wounded during a welfare check. The city said the representative asked Officer Drake inflammatory and inappropriate questions. The company apologized, and the city later dropped Corvell and went with York. The Fort Worth Police Officers Association says this is exactly why Corvell was dropped.
It's an insult to the family to not take the time to give it a little bit of personal attention, to go, maybe we shouldn't be sending this type of correspondence to a family that is still grieving.
How do you not put safety measures in place in a computer system that would differentiate between death and people that are still alive and have injuries that they're dealing with?
I called the California offices of Corvell to give them a chance to respond to this story, and I was promptly hung up on. My return calls were not answered as well. My emails to Corvell's corporate offices and their marketing offices were not returned either. Heather?
All right, so Brandon, do the widows or the Officers Association have any recourse then at this point?
Well, they really could call the company and complain, but I asked Teresa Nava and even the association if they had reached out to the company to complain about the letters, and they told me that since the new company was taking over next week, they figured they would just drop it and move on.
Yeah, but if they have your luck, they're going to get hung up on too, so that might be the better option. All right, Brandon, thank you.